So what's going on, guys? PX Father Math here with another one. And today I want to talk, talk about a topic I've already covered before, and it's about drones, right? So in a couple of videos ago, I was pretty frustrated with the whole rules behind having a drone and where to fly and that kind of stuff. Seems like here in New York City you can't really fly anywhere because we got LaGuardia Airport, you got JFK, so you pretty much have to go and drive out elsewhere to fly your drone, which is kind of pathetic and defeats the purpose. On top of that, those drones, the ones that I had for maybe like 3 days, were freaking huge, man. Shit's just humongous. Oh, hold on, let's try to catch this light. Man, that shit sounded awesome. Like I was saying, since then, GoPro has announced the Karma, and then today, September 27th, 2016, DJI has their answer to the Karma with the DJI Mavic. I'll post a picture of it right here so you guys can check it out. And like I said, it's their answer to the GoPro. Very compact, actually even more compact than the GoPro. According to their press release video, I mean, people are clipping them onto their belt loops. I mean, so it's pretty crazy. What I want to talk about is forget about the drones. Like, I want to talk about the regulations, which is, I mean, no matter how small a drone can get, I mean, you can have a freaking drone that fits in your pocket for all that matters. You still have the regulations to kind of like abide to, you know what I'm saying? So not only do you have the FAA regulations, you also have other regulations that either parks or beaches, might impose on drones and the operations of a drone. So like I said, my example was, I had the drone. I went out to I went out to Orchard Beach, which is not too far from my from my house. Beach is not even in session. It was after Labor Day, and after I looked around and I found a nice little spot to kind of set up and fly the drone, this freaking park ranger comes over and says, "Hey, yo, you can't fly that drone here, man. You gotta get a ticket." I was like, what the fuck? Like, so that was it for me, and ever since then I just kind of don't even fucking want to fly a drone, because it's just pointless, man. Just pointless. But anyway, so the point of this video is to kind of shed light a little bit about the behind the scenes of the drones, and how to fly one, because yeah, like, you can have DJI and GoPro and maybe 3DR come out with drones that are ultra portable. You can put them in your pocket and fly them anywhere you want, and they have 4K capability, this and that. They can have all the features in the world, right? But if you can't fly them anywhere, like, what if I wanted to stop right here? Just pull over, just like I'm gonna do right now. Just pull over, stop my bike, get off, start flying my drone right there, get a nice scenery or whatever, and then a cop comes up and says, "Oh, you can't fly your drone here," or "Hey, do you have registration for your drone?" and blah blah blah, or I get a summons. Like, come on, man. I mean, like I said in my other video, you already have, like, we're already in the motovlogging community, and again, it's not just motovloggers that use drones. Everybody can use a drone, and that's kind of what these companies are going after. They're trying to capitalize on market share that's pretty much right now anybody's game. You know what I'm saying? They haven't become mainstream yet, so the more mainstream they get, the more people start buying them, and obviously people want portability. They don't want to lug around a huge ass backpack. But what they don't tell you is that you have to register the drone, and then you can't even fly it, in certain areas. Like I said, New York City, in the Bronx specifically, and certain areas of Brooklyn and Queens, you can't fly because you are within 5 miles of either or, one of those airports. Either LaGuardia or freaking JFK. So, I mean, it just becomes literally like useless. Either, you're gonna just find yourself using it on vacations, whether you go away somewhere, and listen, that might be fine and dandy for a lot of you guys, but for the general user, that wants to just get a drone and just pop it up in the sky at a local park or whatever, it just becomes unusable, you know. And it's unfortunate that all these restrictions are there, but that's just the world we live in right now. The FAA had an amendment to, I guess, their rule, became effective August 29th, and pretty much what it is if you're gonna use the drone for commercial use, you have to pass like I guess a test, like if you're gonna go to DMV and get your license, pretty much, you know. So there is that, but I mean, you know, there's only a handful of us that, or you guys, that want to use it for commercial purposes. And believe it or not, commercial purposes is a very broad term. You could just use it to, if you're trying to sell your house or whatever, and you want to put a nice video and you want to just record the house, that's considered commercial purpose, you know. So if you're planning on making $2 out of that footage, even, it's considered commercial purposes. So you're gonna have to pass that written test, and that's gonna be it for you guys. But everybody else that just wants to recreationally use, you don't really have to take a test. You just have to register the drone, but then you have all these restrictions on top of that. Like, it's just annoying, guys. So I don't know. I mean, these drones coming out are really very cool. I think if these restrictions were not part of the deal breaker, I would definitely either get one of those two. I mean, they're so cool, you know. You just pack them up and take them wherever the hell you want. The GoPro one has, I feel like, a little bit more features and better bang for your buck. But the DJI is I feel like a little bit smaller, and it has all the features of the Phantom 4 included in it. So it's pretty good, and it's still under $1,000. So anyways, guys, I don't want to bore you to death with my rants over here, but it's just a little frustrating that all these cool, you know, products are coming out, and only people in central USA can use it, or nowhere near airports. It just sucks. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll have another video next week like usual, and you guys have a good one. Laters.